Hello, I am Dima and today I would like to talk about Final Fantasy XVI and my experience with this game. When this game got announced on one of the Sony shows, it didn't catch me at all. I thought that Square Enix done not really a good job to represent characters and I didn't feel connected to them. And also idea that developers that worked before on MMO now is working on a new big mainline FF game didn't give me much hope about this game. And also the fact that one of the models of characters that they show in the trailer, in the first trailer, was similar to those that you can find in FF14 is reduced my hopes about this game even more. It's just like a really small detail, but it was kinda important to me because I tried 14 before and I didn't really like it. It's not really a critical thing, but I didn't like that I saw some parts of FF14 in 16. And also I didn't like the fact that now battle system will be totally full action like in Devil May Cry. Not really because it's action now, but because person that was working on battle system of 16 was working before on battle system in Devil May Cry. There was a lot of comparisons that it will be like Devil May Cry, and I thought that gameplay can be a bit hard, that you will need to do some crazy combos and avoid like crazy from enemies attacks. I'm just not so good at this type of games. But it turned out that gameplay is not so hardcore that I thought it will be. At some point I changed my mind about Yoshi P and his development team and about MMO genre because I tried FF14 again. And I tried it again because I was keep seeing that people was praising story in FF14 and saying that this game is good. And I gave this game a second chance. And surprisingly it sucked me in. It totally sucked me in. And after that I started looking at 16 more openly. And before release, Square Enix let us try the beginning of the game in demo. And after playing it, I got really hyped about this game. The story, characters, story pacing, music, gameplay, atmosphere, I like it all. I pre-ordered the game and started playing from day one. And even got platinum in the end. And after completing this game, I want to say that I really like characters and how they interact with each other. I really like story and how Yoshida experimented with this, that he added in Final Fantasy Dark Fantasy, and it was a really unique mix of Final Fantasy vibes, but in dark tone. And I am really glad that I didn't miss out on this game. Soundtrack is super good, Soken done really a good job, and gameplay is fun, even though that it's not a turn-based gameplay anymore, but I don't really mind. As long as gameplay is fun, I don't mind if it's an action or turn-based gameplay, and in FF16 gameplay is really good and super fun. And side quests are good too. Some of them is just a small local stories, but others can be really big in terms of impact in the world of 16. Not directly in main story, but in the world itself. And there is no bullshit quests like in 15, where you came to NPC and want to take another side quests, and they just saying to you, it's you, well, collect this number of frogs for me now. All side quests in this game is good. And if you're skipping them and you like World of 16 and you didn't finish game yet, I suggest you to try them out. And besides all of that, I want to talk about other thing, that this game was developed by people that made FF14, and 16 have some elements from 14, and it can be maybe a bit strange for people that didn't play 14 before. For example, this machine in Hideaway where you can change background music, and that you can buy music walls from different vendors in the game to unlock new tracks for this machine. And also another type of side quests, side activities that you can do in the game, it's hunts. 14 also have them, and they also use ranks for monsters to differentiate their difficulty, like A rank, B rank or S rank. And one more thing, in battles, especially with mini bosses or bosses, you can see some indicators of AoE. It's not really indicators, it's just like shadow from objects that will crash on the ground, or some area where there will be like some sort of magic attack, and it shows that you will need to avoid it. It's not particularly from 14, but from MMO in general. These all three things, they can be maybe a bit strange for players that didn't experience it before. It's not really a bad thing, it's just the fact that they put some elements from 14 in 16. And maybe you can look at it as it's a way to promote 14 to get more players. DLC. 16 have 2 story-focused DLC. Now only one got released and we're still waiting for a second DLC. My thoughts about these DLCs before was that it will mess up with story and will create some alternative timeline or will create some holes in the story that will not be filled up. Because story is complete, kinda, but you cannot continue the story with the same characters because of spoilers, of course. But all was good and they didn't mess up the story. First DLC was good but too short, and I can't wait to play second DLC. And I am sure it will be good too, and hope it will be longer. In the end, I can say that I really like this game, and I hope that more people will try it, especially when it will be released on PC, and especially people that is not playing this game because it's action game and not turn-based, because it's really good game story-wise and gameplay-wise. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, because more videos will come. Have a great day!